Cruise news. There is always something newsworthy going on in the world of cruising. Whether it's dramatic, heartwarming, tragic, or funny, I'll be covering it here. I'm excited to bring you today's cruise news on July 6th in the year of our Lord, 2024. Let's get into it. It's a stormy week for cruise lines. Hurricane Beryl's impact continues to reverberate across the Caribbean, prompting major adjustments in the cruise industry as companies prioritize passenger safety. Royal Caribbean, Norwegian, Carnival, Celebrity, and Disney have all taken proactive measures to reroute their ships away from the storm's path, either finding alternative ports or delaying visits to affected destinations. Beryl, downgraded from a Category 5 to a Category 3 storm, unleashed its fury on Jamaica overnight, causing widespread damage with fierce winds and heavy rain. Reportedly the most severe storm the island has faced in 15 years. Despite the downgrade, the National Hurricane Center warns of ongoing perilous conditions, with wind speeds still reaching up to 115 miles per hour. Experts had already anticipated an active hurricane season for 2024, with Beryl's early formation as a Category 5 storm in the Atlantic serving as a stark reminder of the potential of the severity to come. The hurricane season typically peaks from mid-August to mid-October, tapering off towards November. Currently, Hurricane Beryl is tracking towards the Yucatan Peninsula, where a hurricane warning is in effect for areas including Costa Maya and Cacun. It's forecasted to continue towards northern Mexico and southern Texas by early next week. In response to the storm, Royal Caribbean has adjusted itineraries for Icon of the Seas, Wonder of the Seas, and Harmony of the Seas, avoiding ports like St. Maarten and Roatan. Norwegian ships Jade and Breakaway have rerouted to eastern Caribbean destinations, while Carnival has made minor adjustments to schedules for Liberty and Horizon. Celebrity Beyond and Disney's Fantasy have also modified their cruise plans, ensuring passenger safety remains the top priority amidst the turbulent weather conditions. As Hurricane Beryl progresses, Caribbean nationals and coastal regions brace for further impact, highlighting the unpredictable nature of the ongoing hurricane season. In our next story, an American teenager, Aydin Brown, has gone missing during a cruise stop in Germany, sparking a frantic search effort by local authorities and cruise officials. The 14-year-old was last seen at 7 a.m. on Thursday morning when he left the Caribbean Princess cruise ship in Rostock-Warnemünde, a port town on the Baltic Sea, according to police reports. Described as approximately 5 feet 7 inches tall with dark hair, Brown was wearing a dark jacket, dark pants, and retro-style shoes at the time of his disappearance. Princess Cruises confirmed that the teenager left the vessel unaccompanied, prompting immediate concern and action from both the company and law enforcement. Quote, "We understand the distress this situation has caused and will continue to provide ongoing on-site support to the family during this challenging time," Princess Cruise stated in a release on Friday. This cruise line has been cooperating closely with German police, who are conducting a thorough search and appealing for any information from the public. Brown's grandmother, who was traveling with him, disembarked the ship on Thursday night and is receiving assistance from company staff in Warnemünde. In addition, Princess Cruises has arranged for Brown's mother to travel to Germany to aid in the search efforts. Local authorities are also seeking a crucial witness who may have seen the teen at the Warnemünde train station around 7:30 a.m. on Thursday. The witness, described as a young adult between 20 and 25 years old, has been urged to come forward to assist with the investigation. Despite the gravity of the situation, passengers aboard the Caribbean Princess have reportedly maintained a positive atmosphere. Natasha Worthington, a fellow traveler, expressed sympathy for the Browns' family and empathized with the uncertainty surrounding the incident. "We would like to know what's happening, as we feel extremely sorry for the family." As the search continues, both officials and community remain hopeful for Brown's safe return, emphasizing the urgency of any new information that could aid in locating him. In our third story today, Jamaica is reopening for business despite devastation. Jamaica faced a daunting challenge as Hurricane Beryl wreaked havoc across the Caribbean, claiming lives and leaving destruction in its wake. Despite this, the island nation demonstrated remarkable resilience, swiftly reopening its crucial transportation hubs and tourist destinations. In Kingston, Norman Manley's International Airport resumed operations at 5 a.m. on Friday, swiftly followed by Montego Bay's Sangster International Airport, which reopened the previous evening at 6 p.m. Ian Fleming International Airport in Ocho Rio also welcomed travelers once again. Cruise ports in Montego Bay, Ocho Rio, and Falmouth resumed operations, signaling a determined effort to restore to normalcy. Initially making landfall in Tulum, Mexico as a Category 2 hurricane, Beryl weakened considerably as it crossed the Yucatan Peninsula. Now downgraded to a tropical storm, Beryl is projected to regain strength over the Gulf of Mexico, potentially becoming a Category 1 hurricane before a possible U.S. landfall in South Texas. Despite significant damage across the Caribbean, including at least 9 fatalities and extensive destruction of housing, Jamaican officials expressed relief that the worst was over. Several homes in Jamaica were left without roofs, but the country's infrastructure largely withstood the storm's impact. Tourism, a vital sector for Jamaica, was inevitably affected by airport closures. Edmund Bartlett, Jamaica's tourism minister, reassured the public that the country's tourism industry remained fully operational, emphasizing Jamaica's readiness to receive visitors. Jamaica is open for business, and once again the resilience of the Jamaican people is on full display, Bartlett stated, highlighting the government's commitment to restoring access to resorts and ensuring the safety of both residents and tourists. Before Hurricane Beryl struck, Jamaica was experiencing a record year for tourism, indicating that the sector's critical importance to the island's economy. As the recovery continues, Jamaican authorities are focused on restoring normalcy and welcoming tourists back to their shores, underscoring their determination to bounce back from the impact of Hurricane Beryl. If you have ever wanted to travel to Amsterdam by cruise ship, now is the time to do it. In a decisive move aimed at curbing environmental impact and overcrowding, Amsterdam has announced stringent measures to drastically reduce cruise ship visits to its city center. Nearly a year after banning large cruise ships from docking in the heart of the Dutch capital, Amsterdam has now set a cap of just 100 cruise ship visits per year starting in 2026, down from 190 scheduled for this year. By 2035, the city plans to prohibit all cruise ship visits entirely. The municipality cited concern over pollution, congestion, and emissions caused by the sea cruises as key reasons behind these measures. Sea cruises are polluting and cause crowds and emissions in the city, stated the municipal government in its official announcement. Alongside limiting cruise ship numbers, Amsterdam aims to enforce the use of shore power for all ships by 2027, further reducing emissions from maritime activities. However, these bold moves are expected to come at a financial cost, potentially leading to a revenue loss estimated between 46 million to 103 million euros. To accommodate the transition away from cruise tourism, plans are underway to relocate the Passenger Terminal Amsterdam, the PTA, to Coenhaven, approximately 20 minutes away from Amsterdam, by 2035. While the focus has been primarily on sea cruises, Amsterdam has also indicated intentions to halve the number of river cruise ship visits, reducing them to around 1,150 per year from around 2,300 currently. The city's proactive stance is likely to set a precedent for other popular tourist destinations grappling with similar challenges worldwide. In our last story, and also a related story, advocacy groups are trying to greatly reduce the number of cruise visitors to Alaska. In Sitka, Alaska, efforts to curb the influx of cruise ship visitors in Sitka hit a snag on July 2nd when the municipal clerk rejected a petition for ballot initiative aimed at capping the number of passengers disembarking in the city. The initiative, spearheaded by Small Town Seoul, a local advocacy group, sought to restrict daily cruise passengers to 4,500 and significantly reduce annual visitors. With Sitka's population of 8,300, the town sees nearly 600,000 cruise ship passengers annually, prompting concerns over environmental and social impacts. Larry Edwards, secretary of Small Town Seoul, expressed disappointment over the denial, citing the city's objections to the proposal's clarity and compliance with federal regulations. Despite setbacks, Edwards affirmed the group's determination. "We aren't giving up," and aim to get caps on the volume of cruise ship passengers in Sitka to a vote of the people. Sitka's struggle mirrors broader concerns across Alaskan communities, including recent measures in Juneau to limit daily passengers and similar discussions in Skagway. The resistance highlights growing unease over the economic benefits versus the environmental cost posed by cruise ship tourism. Small Town Seoul plans to revive its proposal for future submission, focusing on clarity and compliance with legal standards. The potential impact on Sitka's tourism economy and the cruise industry's logistical challenges in Alaska remain significant factors in the ongoing debate. That is the cruise news for today. Always remember, no matter what your destination is or what cruise line you choose, adventure awaits.